The hallway is quiet. A clock ticks. A mop bucket rolls on a shiny floor. Maya walks in, holding her backpack close. She is new. She is calm. Her eyes scan the walls, the signs, the corners. In her pocket, her fingers touch a small, worn karate medal. She does not take it out. She just feels the metal edge and breathes slow. Students move around her like a river. Some look, some whisper. Maya keeps walking. She counts her steps. 1, 2, 3. She remembers her sensei's voice. Control first. Fight last. The words steady her. At the end of the hall, 3 students lean on lockers. Becky, Liam, and Tara. They see Maya. They stop laughing. Becky's eyes narrow. Liam lifts his phone, not to call, just to watch. Tara's smile is thin like paper. She's black, Becky says, not even quiet. New girl, wrong place. Maya hears it. She does not slow down. She does not speed up. She keeps the same calm pace. Her shoes make small, soft sounds on the floor. She passes a poster that says "No bullying" in big red letters. Someone drew a smiley face over the O. The sign looks like it does not matter. Becky taps a broom against her shoe. Where did she get it? The janitor closet door is open. Inside, there are more brooms, more mops, more buckets. Liam grins. He likes tools. He likes props. He likes likes. Maya walks to her locker. She reads the number twice. She checks the small school map in her hand. She places her bag on the floor and turns the lock. Click, click, click. The lock opens. She puts the map inside and takes out a notebook. The notebook is clean. The edges are straight. Everything about Maya looks careful. A teacher passes by with a stack of papers. He sees the broom in Becky's hand. He frowns for a second, then keeps moving. Papers are more important. Time is short. The hallway swallows him. Becky steps closer. Hey, new girl. The broom handle touches the locker beside Maya. Tap. Wrong hall. Maya does not look at the broom. She looks at Becky's eyes, then at Becky's feet. She checks the distance. She checks the angle to the exit. She notes the camera on the ceiling. She notes the blind spot under it. Her face stays soft, almost bored. She does not belong here, Tara says. The words hang in the air like dust. Maya closes her locker. She lifts the backpack. I am here to learn, she says. Her voice is even. She is not loud. She is not small. She is just there, steady. Liam laughs. You'll learn, he says, tapping record on his phone. We teach fast. The bell rings, not the end, just a warning bell. Students turn, heads tilt. Some slow down. Some stop to watch. The hallway changes temperature. It feels colder, like the school is holding its breath. Maya remembers a different floor, a different sound. A wooden dojo floor, bare feet, her sensei's calm eyes. Stand tall. Guard up. But first, guard your heart. She breathes out and lets the memory go. Becky rolls the broom bristles on the floor. They make a dry scraping sound. She smiles at her friends. Cafeteria, she says. Let's welcome her. They move in a triangle around Maya, not touching, just pressing in. Maya does not push back. She steps to the open side. She keeps space. She keeps calm. She moves with them, not against them. It looks like she follows. It is actually her choice. The cafeteria is loud. Trays slide, chairs scrape. The smell of pizza and bleach hangs in the air. Maya walks to an empty table. Becky slides the broom across the bench. Wrong table, she repeats. Liam opens a second broom from behind the trash can. Tara taps a third on the floor like a drum. Eyes turn. A few students smile the way people smile when they think a show is starting. Phones rise. Aisha, a quiet girl with kind eyes, watches from a corner. Her hands twist the strap of her bag. Maya studies the room. Exits left and right. One camera by the milk cooler. One teacher at the far door. Two lunch workers behind glass. A wet floor sign glows yellow under a leak. She notes it all. Becky leans on the broom like a queen on a staff. New rule, she says. You ask before you sit. Maya sets her tray down. No, she says. I do not ask. Liam laughs. She talks like a robot, he says to his screen. Maya looks at the tray, then back at Becky. She does not raise her hands. She does not make fists. Her shoulders are low. Her stance is light. If someone could see inside her, they would see lines and distances and exits. They would see patience like a wall. Say sorry, Tara says. For what? Maya asks. For being here, Tara says, chewing the words. For taking our space. Maya's voice stays smooth. Space is for everyone. She glances at the no bullying poster near the door. It stares back, useless. Becky's smile fades. She does not like no. She does not like calm. Calm makes her feel small. She lifts the broom. Last chance. Maya hears her heart, slow and clear. She hears air move in the big room. She smells the pizza and bleach again. She takes one small step back, heel light. She makes the space bigger. She makes the angle safer. She does not look like a fighter. She looks like a person who will not be moved. Film this, Becky says. Liam is already filming. The red dot blinks. Maya thinks of her medal. She thinks of her sensei. She thinks of her mother's hands tying her belt, tight and even. Control first. Fight last. She looks at Becky's grip on the broom. It is too high on the handle. The swing will be wide. The bristles will drag. The tip will come late. Maya knows this like she knows her own name. Aisha takes a step forward. Stop, she says, but her voice is small, lost in the noise. The teacher at the far door checks his watch. He does not look up. Maya breathes in. She lets the air fill her back. She feels the floor under both feet. She softens her knees. She lowers her center. No one sees it. It is too small. But it is everything. Becky's eyes flash. Welcome to our school, she says. The broom moves. It cuts low, fast toward Maya's ankles, the bristles whispering over tile. The crowd leans forward as one body. Phones tilt. A tray somewhere clatters to the ground. A milk carton tips. Aisha's hand flies to her mouth. Maya moves. Just a fraction, just a line, and the screen goes black. The screen comes back with a bell. Not the fight bell. A school bell. Maya stands where the broom almost hit. Her shoes are dry. Her eyes are clear. The crowd hums like a hive. Becky freezes for a breath, then laughs like nothing happened. Liam pockets his phone. Tara rolls the broom with her foot. Maya lifts her tray. She does not speak. She does not look angry. She looks like a person who just did math in her head and got the right answer. He watches her leave the cafeteria like a shadow. She does not rush. She does not drag. She moves through spaces that most people do not see. In the hallway, the noise dies. Maya stops by a map of the school. Her finger traces lines, cafeteria to library, library to gym, gym to back exit. She counts doors. She counts cameras. She counts the places with no eyes. He notices she marks things in her mind. A trash can here, a leak there, a loose tile with a dull crack sound. She's building a small map inside her head, the kind a fighter keeps but never shows. A janitor pushes a cart around the corner. He is older with kind, tired eyes. His name tag says Mr. Cruz. He sees the wet floor sign that no one moved back. He sees the broom marks on Maya's sleeve, light like dust. You okay? He asks. She is fine, Maya answers. She speaks about herself like she is far away. It helps her stay calm. She will learn the rules. Mr. Cruz nods like he knows this kind of storm. He takes a clean blue tape roll from the cart and uses a small strip to fix a broken corner of the map on the wall. It lies flat again. Maps help, he says. She likes maps, Maya says. He smiles and rolls away. He never asks more. He leaves a thin, loose end of blue tape stuck to the edge of his cart. It flutters like a flag. Aisha finds Maya near the lockers. Her voice is soft, but it shakes. They won't stop, she says. They like a crowd. They like phones. Maya watches the light bounce on the floor. Crowds make noise, she says. Noise hides fear. Aisha looks at Maya's hands. They are steady, no fists. Why didn't you hit her? Aisha asks. She's not here to win a video, Maya says. She is here to win a year. Word spreads fast. He hears it the way wind hears a door slam. Whispers travel through classrooms, through texts, through bathroom mirrors. New girl dodged. Broom missed. She's scary calm. Every story is bigger than the truth. Every retell adds a spark. Liam posts a short clip cut with sharp music. Not the whole moment. Only the last breath before the swing. The title says, Broom level, boss fight. Comments drop like rain. Do it again. After school. Behind the gym, someone paints 3 broom emojis. Maya never checks the clip. She walks the school like a quiet scout. In art class, she studies the mirrors in the sink. In English, she sits where she can see the door and the clock. In math, she finishes early and draws tiny shapes in the margin. Triangles for corners, circles for blind cameras, arrows for paths. At lunch, she does not return to the cafeteria. She sits in the library. The room smells like old paper and lemon cleaner. She reads nothing. She listens. She can hear footsteps in the hall. Heavy steps, fast steps. She can guess size, mood, and distance from sound alone. Her sensei used to make them close their eyes and name sounds. Breath, cloth, foot, wood, wind. The librarian stamps a book and looks up. You're new, she says. She is new, Maya answers, still in that far voice. Welcome, the librarian says. She means it. After classes, the gym is empty. Light from high windows makes long stripes on the floor. He watches Maya take off her shoes and place them neatly by the wall. She steps onto the wood. She bows to no one. She bows to the space. Then she begins slow kata. Arms move like water. Feet kiss the floor and leave it soft. Turns are small. Angles are clean. She is not showing off. She is checking lines in her body that no one else can see. She stops, looks around, and walks to the corner. From her pocket, she takes a tiny piece of blue tape. Mr. Cruz's color. She tears it into thinner pieces. She sets one at a spot that is 2 steps from the wall, 1 step from the door. She sets another near mid-court. She is measuring her world with silent markers. He understands this is not for a fight. This is for distance, a breath, a footstep. Someone is watching from the doorway glass. It's Liam, half-smile, hoodie up. He films for a second, then slides away like a shadow. He leaves a paper on the door. In big black letters. Broom game. Today after last bell. Back of gym. Below, in smaller letters, no teachers, no rules. Maya reads it. She does not tear it. She smooths it so the edges stay flat. Her face doesn't change. Only the air around her gets colder. Aisha rushes in, cheeks hot. Don't go, she says. They bring more people. They bring bigger brooms. They make it a show. She does not go for them, Maya says. She goes for the quiet after. What if they hurt you? Aisha asks. Maya looks at the metal in her pocket. Pain is loud, she says. But it ends. Shame is quiet. It stays. The last bell rings like a metal door. The halls sharpen. Kids move to the back lot, laughing, betting, breathing hard. The sky turns thin gray. Wind pushes wrappers along the ground. The bleachers behind the gym look like teeth. Becky and Tara arrive with brooms, not the soft kind. New stiff, long handles. Liam holds a speaker and a phone. 3 more kids stand close, ready to circle. A red line of soda spills on the concrete like a mark for a stage. Maya steps into the back lot without shoes. She carries her shoes by their laces. She sets them on the first step of the bleachers, neat like always. She takes the blue tape from her pocket again. She tears 2 thin strips. She puts one on the concrete at her heel. She puts one on the ground 6 feet away. What is that? Becky asks, annoyed. Her line, Maya says. Her promise, they laugh. What promise? Liam asks. She will not cross your line, Maya says, pointing to them. You will not cross hers. If you cross, you fall. The wind lifts a corner of the poster on the gym door. It flaps like a slow heartbeat. Someone in the crowd whispers, "This is crazy." Someone else whispers, "This is smart." Mr. Cruz stands far away by a stack of cones. He does not step in. He watches with eyes like a storm wall. His hand rests on the handle of a mop, not a weapon, just a tool. He is ready to clean whatever the day breaks. Becky twirls the broom. We don't do your rules, she says. She does, Maya answers. And this ground does. And gravity does. He sees it now. Maya is not a wall. She is a scale. She is balance. She will let them tip themselves over. Liam raises the phone. The speaker clicks. Music starts, the bad kind, all noise and no heart. The circle tightens. The crowd becomes a ring with eyes. Maya breathes in. The lines of tape look small, like nothing. But they are not nothing. They are boundaries. They are math. Becky steps in first, grinning, full of show, ready to prove a point. Her broom points like a spear at the space between the two blue strips. Maya slides her back foot to the tape. Her front foot points at the empty air. Her hands open, palms out. Peace hands. Safe hands. 3, Liam calls. 2, Tara echoes. 1, someone else sings, voice shaking. Becky drives the broom forward and the wind knocks over the wet floor sign someone left near the door. It falls and claps the concrete like a yellow hand. Everyone jumps. The broom nose dips. The angle breaks. Maya moves. She does not hit. She does not kick. She takes one step across her line, turns her body like a door, and the screen cuts again at the exact inch where fear turns into fate. The wind hits the yellow sign. It claps the ground. Everyone jumps. Becky's broom dips for half a second. Half a second is enough. Maya moves like a door on oiled hinges. She steps inside the arc, not away from it. Her shoulder turns. Her hands stay open. Her back foot kisses the thin blue tape. Her front foot slides to dry ground. The broom bristles skim the air where her ankles were. He watches the mistake bloom in slow motion. Becky's weight is too far forward. Her grip is too high on the handle. Her eyes chase where Maya was, not where she is. Maya doesn't strike. She shows. One palm gently taps the broom near the bristles, just enough to change the line. The broom nose skids across the spilled soda, hisses on the concrete, and pulls Becky sideways. Becky's sneaker hits the wet patch. Her knee wobbles. The crowd gasps. Liam laughs into his phone. She slipped. He doesn't finish. The wind pushes the gym door. The poster flaps and slaps the metal. The sound is a smack in a quiet church. Liam flinches and drops the speaker. The music dies. For a breath, the only sound is feet and breath and brooms. Tara rushes to fill the silence. She swings her broom from the side, big and loud like a cartoon. Maya sees it coming before Tara does. She uses distance. She steps back exactly one shoe length, not more. The sweep misses by the width of a pencil. The blue tape stays under Maya's heel, a small, bright anchor. She is measuring you, someone whispers. Maya turns her hips, never her anger. Her left hand floats up and meets the broom handle near the middle. Not grabbing, just touching. She draws a small circle with her palm. The circle steals Tara's balance. Tara stumbles 2 steps, then hits her own line of wet ground. The broom handle taps the floor and bounces. Maya could take it. She doesn't. She lets Tara keep what she brought. Fight! A voice yells from the back. The word cracks and falls like a cheap plate. Aisha stands at the edge of the ring. Her eyes shine. Her hands make fists inside her sleeves. She is not a fighter, but her heart is. Don't touch her, she says, but it is to the air, to the wind, to the fear in her chest. Maya breathes in. Her breath is a metronome. In, out, in, out. Her sensei's voice is a thread through the noise. Control first. Fight last. Make the other person see themselves. Becky finds her feet again. Shame burns like sun on her neck. She hates it. She hates the blue tape. She hates the quiet rules she cannot break. She grips the broom lower and thrusts fast, a straight line for Maya's ribs. Maya steps off the line. Not back, not forward, off. The broom passes her jacket. The air moves. She turns the handle with a light 2-finger touch and guides the broom past her, past Becky, past the safe place, and into the empty space where the wet floor sign lies. Becky's momentum drags the bristles. The plastic sign wiggles under her heel. A squeak, a slip. Her free hand flies out. Her eyes go wide. Maya's right hand snaps to Becky's wrist, not a grab, a support. She stops Becky from falling. The crowd gasps again, but it's a different sound now, surprise with respect in it. She lets Becky find the ground, then lets go. What are you doing? Becky snarls, breathless. She is keeping you safe, Maya says. Even from you. Liam barks a fake laugh to break the moment. Okay, ninja, he says. He spins his broom like a baton, trying to look like he knows things. He runs in with a high swing, showy and wide, phone still rolling. Maya never looks at the phone. She steps toward him, not away. shrinking the circle of his swing. His broom loses power in close range. Her backpack strap lifts like a ribbon. It catches the broom for a heartbeat, changes the angle, sends it low. The handle taps the ground. Maya's foot lands on the handle, light as a breath, stopping it without breaking it. Liam tugs. It doesn't move. He looks up, shocked. Maya meets his eyes. There is no hate there. There is information. Off balance, she says softly. She lifts her foot. He yanks backward too fast and stumbles, arms windmilling. The phone tilts. The video shows sky, bleachers, shoes, panic. Laughter ripples. Not cruel laughter. Human laughter. Nervous laughter. Tara tries again, but slower now. Her eyes are wet. Her hands shake. The broom shakes with them. Maya points 2 fingers to the ground, right next to Tara's front foot. Here, she says. Your weight is wrong. Tara blinks, confused, then angry at her own confusion. Mr. Cruz is afar, shaped by the cones. He does not move. He is a lighthouse. He sees everything. He is counting hearts beating too fast. Maya returns to her line. He'll kiss his tape. Toes pointed air. She breathes. Why don't you hit? Becky spits. Scared? She is not scared of you, Maya says. She is scared of becoming you. The words hit harder than any kick. For 1 second, Becky's face shows a small lost girl who never learned where to put her pain. Then the mask returns. She hears the crowd. She hears her own name in their mouths. She decides to give them a show. Becky drops the broom. It clatters. She reaches behind the bleachers and pulls a second broom, new and stiff. She grabs it in the middle, low, smart this time. Her cheeks are red. Her breath is loud. She steps to the blue tape and plants her feet. Maya sets her eyes on the space between them. It is 6 feet and 1,000 choices. Last chance, Becky says. Bow, say sorry, leave. She does not bow to hate, Maya says. Only to skill. Becky's jaw hardens. Then this is skill. She lunges with no smile now. No show, only speed. Real speed. The broom slices a straight line, tight and mean. A puff of dust rises from the concrete. The air turns thin. The crowd leans in, pulled by the gravity of a moment that could break wrong. From the corner, the gym door creaks. A shadow fills the frame. He cannot see who it is, teacher, coach, principal, but a voice will change everything if it speaks now. It does not speak. The broom's tip draws closer. Maya's breath disappears into the wind. Her heel leaves the tape by the width of a coin. Her eyes soften, not harden. Her hands open wider. Aisha whispers, please. Maya moves, not to strike, not to hurt, to end, and the screen cuts clean, slicing the second in half. Holding the whole ring in one breath they cannot release. The world is frozen on that sharp second. A broom is a line. A breath is a drum. Maya is a quiet storm. Then the picture blinks, not to the past, but to why the past still breathes inside her. He sees a small dojo. Wood floor. White walls. Winter light. A heater ticks like a tired cricket. Young Maya bows to a line of mirrors that do not lie. Her uniform is too big. The sleeves hide her hands. She is the only black girl in the room. Some boys stare, not mean, just sure she won't last. A cough. Shoes squeak outside. The door shuts. Silence holds. Sensei walks in. He is small, old, and strong the way a tree is strong. He claps once. The sound is soft, but it cuts through everything. Control, Sensei says. First. Control, the class answers. Fight, he says. Last, they say. He looks at Maya longer than at the others. Not because she is weak. Because he sees a river under her calm. Again, he says. They move. Maya's stances wobble. Her kicks are quiet. Boys snicker. She hears it. She keeps her eyes on a spot on the wall. The spot is a nail hole that looks like a tiny moon. She breathes in, out, in, out. Her mother waits on the bench with a book she never reads. The book is open to the same page for a month. Her mother's hands are tired hands but warm. Break time. Water cups, cold air. A boy nudges another. She can't kie, he whispers. Her voice is small. Maya hears that too. She opens her mouth and nothing comes out. Shame is a tight rope around the throat. Sensei notices. He walks over, not close enough to scare, close enough to care. Your voice does not live in your throat, he tells Maya. It lives in your center. She nods. She does not know where her center is yet. But she wants to. Weeks pass like steps. She learns to feel the floor, not just stand on it. She learns to see weight, not just look at bodies. She learns a ki that is not loud but true. It comes from below the belly, from a place that does not shake when eyes stare too hard. Tournament day, a gym full of noise. Lights too bright. Mats like islands, Maya bows. The same boys are here, new belts now. One laughs when her name is called. She won't last, he says. He said it before. He will say it again until the day he sees himself. First match. A taller girl. Quick hands. Maya loses a point fast. The crowd goes, oh, not cruel. Just hungry. Her mother holds the book. The page does not turn. Her thumb strokes the paper like it is a promise. She whispers to the paper, to God, to no one. Hold her. Sensei leans down at the edge of the mat. His eyes say, remember. His mouth says, find her line. Do not cross it. Make her cross yours. Maya breathes into her center. She sees the taller girl's front foot. It is heavy. The heel sinks. The knee locks there, that is the line. That is the mistake. Second round. The taller girl rushes. Maya slides off the line, turns a small circle with her wrist, and the girl falls past where she planned to be. No hit, just gravity being honest. Point Maya, then another. Then match, no one claps loud for a win with no big kick. But Sensei bows deeper than he bows for kicks, final match. A boy with fast legs and faster pride. He bounces like a ball. He wants a video, not a lesson. He throws a hard roundhouse. Maya's hair lifts in the wind of it. She does not answer with a kick. She answers with distance and a ki that is not loud and still shakes the room. He blinks. In the blink, he loses his balance. She steps in, tap, point, again, win. They hand her the medal. It is small, cheap, bright. She holds it like a piece of the moon. The boy walks away fast. He does not look back. She watches him go and learns a different rule. Pride runs when control stays. After the match, a woman walks up. You were gentle, the woman says, not smiling, not frowning. Why? Maya looks at the medal. Because I want to sleep, she says. And still like my face. Sensei laughs once, quiet joy. He ties her belt tighter. Power is choice, he says. The first choice is how not to break people. The second choice is how not to let people break you. The dojo fades. The winter light closes like a book. The gym behind the school returns. The broom is close again. The blue tape shines like two small stars. The crowd breathes one breath together. Back lot now. Maya's heel kisses the tape. The broom rushes. She does not see Becky's face as an enemy. She sees weight, line, angle, breath. She sees a girl who learned the wrong lesson too many times. She remembers, he thinks. She remembers everything that matters. Aisha stands with tears that do not fall. She speaks to herself, please let them see. She does not know who them is. Maybe the bullies. Maybe the crowd. Maybe adults. At the edge, Mr. Cruz shifts his hand on the mop handle. He looks at the sky. He is counting clouds, not because clouds matter, but because counting slows fear. The wind moves the red soda line into a long curve. It looks like a question mark. Maya steps inside the broom, shoulders soft, elbows close. The bristles pass her hip with a sting of air. She captures the middle of the handle with two fingers, not a grab, a guide. She does not stop the broom. She shows it a different way to go. It goes where weight already wants to go. It slides past, harmless, into space. Becky's body follows the broom. Her balance slips toward the red curve. She is fast. She corrects. She saves herself. Pride shakes her face. Again, she says, voice tight. Again. Maya repeats, but it is not a question. It is a mirror. Becky lunges. Maya turns one pivot. The wind takes the broom a hair off course. A hush, a near fall. A rescue, a pattern, 3 times. 4 times, 5. Each time Maya could throw, could sweep, could drop someone hard. She does not. The crowd sees it now. Not weakness, discipline, some phones lower. Some eyes open. Liam grows angry because views fall when respect rises. He shouts, hit her. Make it real. Maya hears that and hears her sensei again. Make the other person see themselves. She lifts her palm and shows Liam his own reflection in the phone screen. You are filming your fear, she says. Simple words. True words. His mouth opens. He sees his face. For 1 second he looks young. He pockets the phone. The ring shifts. The noise drops by half. Tara's hands shake. She stares at her broom like it betrayed her. Why are you nice? She asks Maya, voice small. She is not nice, Maya says. She is clear. The gym door opens a hand's width. A silhouette stands there. He still cannot see who. A coach, a principal. The door does not swing wide, it waits. It watches. Aisha steps closer, not into the ring, just closer to herself. You don't have to save them, she says. She is not saving them, Maya says. She's saving tomorrow. Becky hears tomorrow like a dare. Her cheeks burn. She throws the broom down and grabs a second, heavier one. The handle is red, new, strong. She clamps her hands low and right. Smart grip. Bad heart. Enough, Becky says. No more tricks. Maya doesn't move. She says nothing. Her silence is a door that only opens to truth. Becky runs, not a show run, a real run. Her shoes dig. Her shoulders square. The broom is a spear. The line between them is a tight wire. Maya's hand finds the metal in her pocket. She feels the cheap edge bite her skin. The bite helps. It is a real thing in a storm of fake power. She hears her mother's tired voice from long ago, saying after a long day, "Be soft to yourself." She hears her own voice answer, "I will." She lets go of the metal, her feet set. Her breath drops. Her eyes soften like rain before it falls. Last time, she says, almost to herself. Becky leaps across the blue tape and breaks the boundary like breaking a rule built by someone better than her. Maya steps once. Small. Perfect. She turns her body like a gate. She meets the red handle with her palm. Not a block, a change. She draws a half circle with the broom and Becky's hands go where circles want to go. Down. Becky stumbles. The crowd holds its scream in its mouth. Aisha's fingers press marks into her sleeves. Mr. Cruz takes one step forward and stops because he believes in kids, and also in seconds. Maya could finish it. She does not. She puts the broom on the ground like a sleeping thing. She places it gentle, as if gentleness can teach. She keeps one hand near Becky's shoulder so the fall is a sit, not a crash. Becky's eyes flood with anger that looks like hurt. Why? She spits. She will not write your story with pain, Maya says. Pain is easy ink. The ring is so quiet that a bird could sing and own the whole yard. A car door slams beyond the fence. A siren echoes from far streets. The silhouette in the gym door steps out of the frame and vanishes like a decision going back to think again. Becky pushes up. Shame shakes her breath. She grabs the heaviest broom of all, from behind the bleachers from a stash she planned. It is longer. It whistles when she tests the air. Liam swallows. Tara looks away. A student whispers, "This is too much." Maya stands, weight even, palms open. The blue tape at her heel like a promise that hurts to keep. Last chance, Becky says, voice low, real, dangerous. "Oh," she bows to skill, Maya says. "Show it." Becky's eyes go empty of jokes. She charges for the end she wants. Maya moves for the end she chooses. And the scene cuts one breath before wood meets will, holding the whole school on the lip of the next choice. The yard behind the gym holds its breath. The heavy broom in Becky's hands hums when she cuts the air. Maya's heel still kisses the blue tape. Her palms stay open. He feels the crowd lean in as if the whole school is a tide. Phones rise. Eyes shine. Hearts run. Becky charges first. No joke now, no show. Only speed. Maya moves a half step to the side. Not back. The broom nose passes her hip by a coin. Her left hand touches the middle of the handle. Soft. Certain. And draws a half circle. The broom keeps moving. But not where Becky planned. It goes low. Harmless to the ground. Becky almost falls. Then catches herself. Her cheeks burn. Her jaw locks. She hates gentle. She hates that gentle feels stronger than rage. Rules, Maya says, voice even. No one gets hurt. Shut up, Becky spits, and snaps the broom up again. Tara steps in on the left, scared but trying. Her swing is wide. Maya steps in instead of out. She shrinks the space. The broom loses power up close. Maya loops her backpack strap around. Tara's handle for one soft second. She lifts and turns. Not a grab, a guide. The broom points to the ground and stays. Maya's foot rests on it, light as air. She looks at Tara, not angry. Breathe, she says. You are shaking, Tara blinks. Tears sit in her lashes. She lets go. She does not know why yet. Liam tries to be loud to hide his fear. He spins his broom like a baton and rushes from the right. Maya closes the gap again. Too close for a big swing. Her two fingers tap his wrist. The broom drops. Maya catches it, flips it once, then places it down like glass. Pick it up, she says. Hold lower. Don't cross lines. Someone in the crowd laughs a surprised laugh. Not mean, just human. A ripple of respect moves through the ring and changes the shape of it. Becky hates that shape. She whips the heavy broom at Maya's legs. Then chest, then head. 3 cuts. Maya answers with feet and angles, a slide, a pivot, a soft bow of the spine. Wood finds only air and sound. He sees it. She could end this any time. She doesn't. She is writing a lesson, not a clip. Hit her, someone yells, desperate for the old kind of show. Maya hears the cry and hears her sensei's voice over it. Like a hand on a rushing door. Power is choice. Becky's 4th swing is the fastest. Maya steps once inside, and the broom is suddenly too long. It jams past her. Her palm rests on the handle. Her body turns like a gate. Becky's grip weakens for a breath. The heavy broom slides free. Maya catches the middle, flips the big stick horizontal, then kneels. She lays the broom on the ground. She even smooths the bristles with her hand. The yard goes quiet in shock. Becky stares like Maya spoke a language she never learned. Why are you doing this? Becky says. The words are thin, tired. She is showing ways that do not break people. Maya answers. Stop saying she like that. Becky snaps. She talks this way to keep the heart cool. Aisha says from the edge, small but brave now. It helps. Liam lifts his phone again out of habit. Maya turns her head and he sees his face in his own screen. For a breath he looks like a boy, not a show. He lowers the phone. The gym door opens a crack. A figure stands in the gap again. He cannot see who. The door does not close. It waits, as if the whole adult world is testing the kid's next move. Becky is not done. She grabs the heavy broom back up. Hands low, now smarter. She steps to the blue tape line and plants her feet hard. Her eyes are glass. She drives forward. No feint, no arc, a straight stab for Maya's center. Maya's heel peels from the tape by the width of a coin. She breathes. Down into her belly, her hands rise like she is lifting water. The broom meets her. Palms. She does not block. She changes the line. The red handle slides along her palm past her ribs to her hip, then to the ground. Becky's shoulders follow the change. Her weight tips. Her knee wobbles. Maya's right hand touches Becky's shoulder, not to push, to steady. Becky does not fall. A sound runs through the crowd. It is not a cheer. It is a question that feels like hope. Again, Becky breathes, but it sounds like please. Maya nods once. Again. They move fast now, a pattern with no hate. Thrust, change, sweep, step, spin, close. Each time, Maya returns to the blue tape as if it is home. Each time, Becky returns to anger as if it is home. Tara steps between them. Shaking. Enough, she says, but she says it to Becky. Not to Maya. Becky glares. Out of my way. Tara doesn't move. Her broom lowers. She looks at Maya, like a person who just saw a window open in a room she thought had none. I'm sorry, she whispers. The words fall like a small stone into a lake. Liam hears it and feels something strange in his chest. He covers it with noise. Final round. He shouts, but his voice wobbles. Mr. Cruz takes one slow step forward, then stops again. He is ready, but he is also letting the right lesson finish if it can. Maya lifts her palm. Listen, she says to everyone. Her voice is soft and still reaches walls. No faces, no head, no harm. If you cross, you fall. If you respect, you stand. A boy in the back lowers his phone. A girl near him nods and tucks her hair behind her ear to see better with her eyes. Becky hears. Respect. And it sounds like someone closing a door. On her old trick, she shouts, raw, no speeches. She rushes for real. As if this time speed will swallow truth. Her broom spears the air. Maya steps to meet it. Her left hand guides, her right hand catches the tail. Her hip turns. The broom stands, upright in Maya's hands like a flagpole. Silence. Even the wind stops to watch. Maya could lift the broom high and snap Becky's pride in. Half she doesn't. She bows to the broom itself, a tiny bow. Gratitude for a weapon that did not become one. Then she does the most dangerous thing of all. She hands the broom back. Becky takes it like it burns. Her breath is hot and messy. She raises the broom and screams, a sound with no center. Maya does not flinch. She draws a line with her foot across the concrete, heel to toe. Last line, she says. Cross and you fall. Your choice. The line looks small, but now everyone knows small things can hold big truths. Becky glares at the line like it insulted her. She steps. Her front foot crosses. Maya does not touch her. She steps aside and lets gravity do what gravity does. Becky's broom tip catches the concrete edge. Her weight is wrong. Her heel slips on the drying soda curve. She drops to one knee, not hurt. Just human. Gasps ripple, then hush. Maya kneels too, not to mock, but to be level. Her hand hovers near Becky's shoulder. An offer, not a grab. Stand, she says. Try again, but different. Becky looks up. Her eyes are glass and water at once. She wants to refuse the hand. Her fingers twitch. She almost takes it. A shout splits the yard. Enough. The gym door flies wide. The principal steps out with 2 teachers at her back. Her face is calm the way stone is calm. Her eyes go from blue tape to brooms to knees to phones. The crowd jolts and scatters a little, but not all the way. The ring stays because the moment is not finished. The principal's voice is not loud. It does not need to be. Everyone inside, now. No one moves. They are fixed to the question on the ground. Will Maya help Becky up? Will Becky let herself be helped? Liam looks at his phone again and, for once, does not hit record. Isha bites her lip and takes one brave step closer to the center, ready to speak if the truth needs a second voice. Mr. Cruz sets his mop aside. He walks with the slow walk of someone who knows how to clean, messes people can't see. Maya's hand stays out. Becky stares at it like it is a mirror that shows a kinder self. The broom handle rolls away and stops against the blue tape, as if the tape itself will not let it cross back. The principal opens her mouth to speak again, and a siren wails somewhere beyond the fence, sharp and close, turning every head for one fatal second. And in that second, Becky makes her choice. She grabs the broom, surges up and swings for the line she cannot see anymore, and the scene cuts on the blade of that motion, holding the whole school between help and hurt. The siren claws the air, heads turn. 1 second is enough for a bad choice. Becky surges up and swings wild. The heavy broom cuts a loud shape. Maya is already moving, not away, through. She steps inside the arc so close the bristles brush her jacket. Her hands open like doors. Her left palm rides the handle. Her right palm finds Becky's elbow. No strike, no pain, only change. The broom misses everything that can break. Its tip hits the ground and skids, sparks of grit. Jump. Becky's weight rushes forward. A fall is coming. Maya chooses faster. She turns her hip and gives Becky a path to the ground that is not a crash. Her hand is a rail. Becky slides to one knee again, breath sharp. Pride louder than breath. Silence spreads. Even the siren fades like a red thread pulled far away. Mr. Cruz steps in at last, calm as rain. He grips his mop like a cane, not a club. He sets it down between them, wooden handle upright. A line that is not tape and still a line, that's enough, he says, but soft. Like a father telling a storm, it can sit down. The principal stands near the door. Teachers beside her. She does not shout. She watches. Her eyes measure who wants pain and who wants a day without it. Maya's palm hovers above Becky's shoulder again. Same offer as before. Stand, she says. Try again, but different. Becky's fingers clench on the broom. Her chest heaves. She is a machine built from dare and fear. She looks at Maya's hand like a key she does not know how to use. Don't touch me, Becky says, but her voice is smaller than her words. Isha takes a step closer, heart loud in her ears. She didn't hurt you, Aisha says, steady now. She saved you, twice. Tara looks from Aisha to Maya to the ground. Her broom lowers until the bristles kiss the concrete. I'm sorry, Tara whispers, and the word lands in the ring like a seed. Liam lifts his phone, then lowers it. He stares at his own hands. They are shaking. He hides them in his hoodie pocket. Mr. Cruz picks up his mop. He draws a small X with the mop's damp head where the soda made the floor. Slick. Here's where you fall, he says. Not because of her. Because of this, he taps the wet patch. Choose dry ground. Choose better. Becky's eyes flick to the X as if truth has a face. Then she looks away. Because sometimes truth is bright and bright hurts. The principal walks forward. Shoes flat. Steps even. She stops at the edge of the blue tape. She notices the tape. She notices everything. Name, she says to Maya. She is Maya. Maya answers. Full name, the principal says. Maya J. Brooks, Maya says. Voice clear. The principal turns to Becky. Name, Becky Hart, Becky says, chin high, cheeks hot. Liam Cade. Tara Noor. The principal says without asking. She already knows. Then, Aisha. Aisha blinks. Aisha Khan. Good, the principal says. Not good like praise. Good like noted. Everyone inside. No one moves. Not yet. Something still hangs, like a breath that will not leave a chest. Maya looks at the ring of students. She sees phones down, eyes up. She sees fear turned into watching. She sees watching turning into thinking. Listen, she says. And the yard listens. She came here to learn. She did not come to hate. Hate is easy. Control is hard. Choose hard. Becky laughs, a small cracked sound. Control is easy for you. Maya turns and shows the cheap metal in her palm. It shines dull in the gray light. This is not easy, she says. This is practice. Liam looks at the metal and sees hours he never did. For a second, respect clears his face like wind clears smoke. A teacher, coach. Ramos steps up beside the principal. He has lines at his eyes from years of nights in gyms. He nods at Maya like a person who knows forms, and all the secret work inside them. Office, the principal says. Again, Becky stands. The broom rolls from her, hand and stops against the blue tape. She could kick it. She does. Not her hands are empty, they look. Young Tara puts her broom on the ground gently, copying Maya without meaning to. Liam slides his phone deep into his pocket like he is ashamed of its weight. They start walking. The crowd parts. Quiet, the way water parts around a boat. Halfway to the door, a voice from the ring calls, Maya. It's a small 7th grader with round glasses. He lifts a hand. Thank you. The word is light and heavy at once. It lands on the day like a new rule. Inside, the hall is cooler. Posters talk about teamwork and kindness in bright colors that felt fake yesterday and feel less fake now. The principal leads them to the main office. The door clicks behind them. The hum of the soda machine is the only sound. Sit, she says. Maya sits straight. Aisha sits beside her, hands on her knees, not hiding her fists anymore. Becky drops into a chair like gravity remembered her name. Tara sits on the edge. Ready to help, ready to run, not sure which. Liam stands, then sits when the principal looks at him once. The principal folds her hands. She does not ask why first, she asks how. How did no one get hurt, she says. She did that, Aisha says, nodding at Maya. She made space. She set lines. Maya shakes her head. She helped, she says, nodding at Aisha. He helped, she adds, nodding toward the window where Mr. Cruz's mop leans like a quiet guard. Becky stares at the floor. Her jaw works like she is chewing something that will not break down. Finally, a word comes out, small and angry. Lucky. Control, Maya says, not luck. Coach Ramos leans on the door frame. Footwork, he says softly, almost smiling. And mercy, the principal turns to Becky. Did you plan this? She asks. Becky opens her mouth, closes it, opens it again. Her eyes move, looking for a smaller truth to hide behind. No, she says. Then yes, then they watch me. I have to be loud, the principal offers. Needed, Becky says, and the word shakes her. The room holds that word like glass. Liam clears his throat. I posted, he says. I wanted views. His face goes red, then pale. He adds, I took it down. It's true. He did in the second when respect felt bigger than likes. Tara wipes her eyes with her sleeve. I followed, she says. I didn't think, I just didn't want to be the one they turn on. The principal listens like a judge built of patience. Detention, she says. All 3. Service hours with Mr. Cruz. Phone's in my safe until Friday. And she pauses long enough for all their stomachs to fall. You will attend a workshop. Here. After school. On control and respect, Becky's head snaps up. A punishment? A chance, the principal says. A dojo in this gym. Open to everyone, no brooms. Real rules. Coach Ramos nods. I'll call the community center, he says. We'll bring pads. We'll teach lines you can't see. Aisha exhales. A laugh that is almost a sob. She covers her mouth and then lets her hand drop. Thank you, she says. To no one and everyone. The principal's gaze returns to Maya. Why didn't you fight back? She asks, but not like a test. Like she wants the whole school to hear the answer through the office walls. She sleeps better when she chooses mercy. Maya says she taps the metal with her thumb, and her mother taught her to be soft to herself. The principal's mouth softens, then sets again. Good, she says. But hear me. You are not required to hold everyone else together. You are allowed to be safe first. She is safe when they learn, Maya says. It lasts longer. The intercom crackles, a secretary's voice. Ms. Alvarez? 2 parents on line 1. The principal, Ms. Alvarez, nods once. She looks at each face in turn. Wait here, she says. No phones. No drama. Think. She steps out. The door closes with a soft click. The office hum grows louder in the quiet. A clock ticks 1, 2, 3. Aisha leans toward Maya. You okay? She whispers. She is fine, Maya says. She will be fine, Aisha says back, smiling a little, borrowing Maya's grammar. Across the room, Becky wipes her face with the heel of her hand like she is smudging old paint. She stares at the metal again. I could have hit you, Becky says, but it sounds like a question now. You could have, Maya says. You didn't, because you moved me, Becky says, and the last 2 words are bigger than she knows. Liam looks at Tara. We're really cleaning with Mr. Cruz? He asks. Yes, Tara says. And to her surprise, the word does not feel like punishment. It feels like work that might make space inside her. The hallway outside fills with end of day. Toys lockers slam, laughter runs, a rumor sprouts that the fight was a dance. Another rumor says the broom split in 2 from fear. Rumors are fast, truth is slower and stronger. The door opens. Ms. Alvarez returns with papers and a look that says calls were made and stories were told and facts are hard up, she says. We're not finished, Maya. Stands, Becky stands, Liam and Tara stand, Aisha stands because standing together feels like the first right step after a lot of wrong. One's damn Ms. Alvarez points to the hallway. Conference room, she says. Parents, staff, Mr. Cruz, Coach Ramos, we will say what happened. We will say what will happen next. Maya nods. Aisha squeezes her own hand so she will not reach for Maya's and make her smaller. They walk. At the conference room door, Maya looks back once through the office glass. The blue tape is still on the ground outside. 2 thin lines shining in the late light. They look like promises you can step on. She breathes in. She breathes out. He knows it. The old story of a fight is over. A new story is trying to be born. Loud places and all. Ms. Alvarez turns the handle. Voices wait on the other side. The door opens, and the scene cuts at the threshold, leaving the next words heavy and close, ready to fall. The conference room is bright and too cold. A long table. Metal chairs. A pitcher of water that no one touches. Maya sits. Aisha sits beside her across from them. Becky, Tara, Liam at the ends, Ms. Alvarez, principal. Coach Ramos, Mr. Cruz, 2 parents arrive. Faces tight from worry and work. A clock ticks. He can hear each second like a soft hammer. Ms. Alvarez folds her hands. We will tell the truth, she says, slow and clear. No yelling. No phones. No one reaches for a phone. Good, Mr. Cruz starts. His voice is steady. I saw lines on the ground, he says. I saw respect and I saw danger. I saw a choice happen 3 times. The new girl chose control. Coach Ramos nods. I saw footwork, he says. I also saw mercy. Very rare. Becky's mother clears her throat. My daughter came home last month with a black eye, she says. Not from today. From a different day. She laughs when she hurts. She thinks it is power, her voice shakes. She looks at Becky. It is not. Becky looks at the table. Her jaw works. She says nothing. Tara's father leans forward. My daughter follows to be safe, he says. This is not safety. Liam's mother holds her son's hoodie sleeve like a handle. He is chasing views, she says. He is forgetting people. Silence sits. Then Ms. Alvarez turns to Maya. Tell it. Maya speaks like she breathes. Slow, exact. She arrived. She was tested. She set lines. She did not fight. She moved people away from hurt. Her grammar stays in third person. It keeps her heart cool. Aisha adds, small but sure. She helped. She saw everything. She saved them from falling. Even when they tried to make her fall. Becky flinches. A small sound leaves her mouth like the start of a word that cannot find a road. Ms. Alvarez breathes in, then writes on a pad. Consequences, she says. Here is what happens next. 3 short lines on paper. Each line lands heavy. Detention for Becky. Liam Tara, 5 days. Service hours with Mr. Cruz, cleaning. Fixing. Learning to leave places better. Workshop after school, 4 weeks. Led by Coach Ramos and a guest sensei. Title, control, and respect. And Ms. Alvarez adds, a school assembly. We will speak about lines and choices. We will not show videos. Liam nods, eyes hot. I took my clip down, he says. For real. Ms. Alvarez looks at him once. Good, she says. Becky finally lifts her eyes to Maya. Her voice is hoarse. Why? Why did you keep catching me? Maya rubs the cheap metal with her thumb. She sleeps better when she does not drop people, she says. Sleep matters. Becky stares like sleep is a language she forgot. Her fists open a little. Tara turns to Becky. I don't want to do this anymore, she says, barely louder than breath. I don't want to be brave only when we are mean. Liam whispers. Me neither. He looks at Maya. Can you? He stops. Starts again. Will you teach? The turning thing. The circle hands. Maya looks at Ms. Alvarez. She can show, she says. Here, with rules. Coach Ramos smiles with his eyes. We have mats, he says. We have cones. We have time. Ms. Alvarez signs the paper. Start today, she says. Right after school, Mr. Cruz, will you join? Mr. Cruz taps the mop handle like a drum. I will bring tape, he says. Blue. Becky exhales a long, ragged breath. She nods once. It is not an apology. It is not nothing. The meeting breaks. Chairs scrape. Papers stack. Parents hug without words. The hallway outside is full of end-of-day noise again. Life returns like tide. But something is new in the air. They walk to the gym. Light spills in stripes. The room smells like lemon and wood. Mr. Cruz unrolls a small toolbox. Tape, markers, a broom that is only for dirt. Not for fear. He places the broom in a corner like a sleeping thing. Coach Ramos lays down mats. He draws a rectangle with chalk. Respect zone. He writes under it, no hits. No hate. Learned students drift in, curious. Not the whole school. Enough to start a river. Maya stands in the center. She bows to the space. She looks smaller, on a big floor and somehow bigger. 2. She sets 2 thin lines of blue tape on the mat. Her voice carries without shouting. These are promises, she says. Not fences. She turns to Becky. Come, she says. Slow. We will show the circle. Becky hesitates. Every eye is on her. She hates eyes. She steps anyway. Maya raises her palms. Open and calm. Becky lifts her hands, clumsy and strong. The circle is not magic, Maya says. It is a way to tell the truth to wait. She guides Becky's wrist gentle. Draws a small arc. Becky feels her center fall forward, then save itself. Her body learns before her mind does. Oh. Becky breathes. Just that. A small door opens. Tara tries. She stumbles, laughs, tries again. Liam tries, fails, laughs at himself, tries again. The 7th grader with round glasses tries. His smile lights the room like a switch. Aisha watches first, then steps in. She moves careful, then bold. Her footwork is tidy. Her eyes glow. Mr. Cruz tapes little X marks where feet like to lie. Stand here, he says. Not there. He is quietly proud. The way the floor is proud when people stop slipping. Coach Ramos calls, break, water, then pairs. Kids run to water like it is a prize. Ms. Alvarez stands in the doorway, arms folded, face soft. She has a stack of fresh posters under her arm. On top, In clean letters, stand up, don't hate. She pins one to the gym wall. It looks less fake than the old ones. She turns to go, then stops. 2 figures are in the hall. A local news reporter and a community center sensei with a gray belt and kind eyes. They speak to Ms. Alvarez. She nods. She points toward the gym. A hush moves through the kids as the sensei steps in. He bows to the room, then to Maya. May I? He asks. Maya bows back. She will learn, she says. And share. They work. 10 minutes, 20. The gym fills with soft kiais, soft laughs, and the hard work of trying. Then the lights flicker once. A storm outside hits the roof with sudden rain. Phones buzz with alerts. Students pull them out. Glance, put them away. The mat squeaks. Someone's water bottle falls and rolls in a circle like a small planet. The reporter watches. Without filming, she lowers her camera and listens. Not every story is a clip. Some are a lesson. At the far doors, beyond the small window, 3 older boys in varsity jackets pass by. They see the mats. They see Maya teaching Becky. One boy smirks, then stops smirking. He knocks on the glass and points at a flyer on the bulletin board. Regional Open Karate. Saturday. He mouths a word through the glass. Dare. Becky sees it. Tara sees it. Liam sees it. Isha reads the date out loud in a whisper. Maya looks at the flyer. She touches the metal in her pocket once, her eyes warm, then cool. She does not puff up. She does not shrink. She turns to her new circle. She is not here to fight strangers, she says. She is here to build a team. The varsity boy raises an eyebrow, points again, then taps the glass twice like we'll see. He walks on. Aisha steps closer to Maya. Do we go? She asks. Her voice has fear and fire in equal parts. Maya looks at Ms. Alvarez, at Coach Ramos, at Mr. Cruz, at the sensei, at Becky, Tara, Liam, the 7th grader. The ring of faces that are not enemies anymore, just people learning how not to be. She will go if we go, Maya says. All of us. To learn not to hurt. Becky bites her lip. She nods. I want to try, she says, voice small but real. Tara nods too. Liam lifts a hand like a pledge. Aisha smiles like a sunrise. The 7th grader bounces on his toes. Ms. Alvarez speaks from the doorway. If you go, she says, you go as our school. You carry our rules. You carry our lines. Her eyes land on Maya. You are not alone in this. Maya breathes in. She feels the blue tape under her heel. She feels a room full of new choices. Pairs. Coach Ramos calls again, clapping once. Let's build a first round. They move, they mirror, they circle, they steady each other when balance. Runs the storm outside softens, the gym lights steady, the poster on the wall does not flap. It stands like a promise kept. At the end, Mr. Cruz peels up the blue tape with slow hands. He rolls it neat. He leaves 2 small strips on the floor at the edge of the mat. Why those? The 7th grader asks. So you remember where you began, Mr. Cruz says, and how far your feet went. The class breaks with low voices and bright faces. Shoes go on. Bags zip. Nobody runs out. Nobody lingers alone. Maya puts her shoes by the door for a second, then lifts them. She looks at the 2 small tape strips. They look like the start of a road. Becky walks up. Stops, tries a word, loses it, tries again. Thank you, she says. Barely there. Maya nods. She's learning too, she says. Aisha bumps Maya's shoulder with her own. Tomorrow, she asks. Tomorrow, Maya says. They push the gym door open. Evening air washes in, cool and clean. The storm left the world shiny. He sees it. The fight story is gone. The team story starts now. As they step outside, a phone buzzes in Liam's pocket. He pulls it out, looks, frowns, then shows the screen. A new comment on his old post. Now blank. Bet she can't handle regionals. No name. Just a dare in pixels. Maya sees it. She doesn't take the phone. She looks at the sky instead, the kind of blue you only get after rain. She will handle what is true, she says, not what is loud. The camera could fade now. Soft and safe, it doesn't. It holds on their backs as they walk. Aisha's, laugh. Becky's shoulders lower. Tara's, steps even. Liam's phone down, Maya. Centered. The 2 small tape strips remain on the mat behind them like eyes that do not sleep. Cut, not to black, but to a title card in quiet letters. Next, the team steps into the ring,